ready to get tracking.
Hey everybody, it's Tracking Pat again, and here in this video for the KMX, I'm going to show you how to use subroutines and copies. They're very similar, but there's a difference in when you would use them. So I'm going to start out with the most basic, right? I'm in the program mode, I'm going to push go to begin, and I'm just going to drill a hole. So I go to position, drill, and position, and I'm going to make it really simple. This first hole is going to be at 1 inch and 0 using tool number 1. So if I push the look button, all you're going to see is from the 0 point, I've got a hole, okay? So the first thing I want to talk about is how the subroutines work. So in a subroutine, if I come down here, you'll notice that I have sub-repeat, I have sub-rotate, I have sub-mirror, and then I also have copy-repeat, copy-rotate, and copy-mirror. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the simplest of them all, which is a sub-repeat. And here it asks me, which events are you repeating? So the print that you have there that you're looking at shows 4 holes that are 1 inch apart. I am going to show you that I'm going to take event number 1 and only event number 1, and I'm going to repeat it with an X offset of 1 inch. Okay, now keep in mind that all offsets are incremental, so if you try to use the absolute button, it's not going to let you go forward. So it has to be an incremental offset. The Y offset, as I always say, is no change or just ink set. And it's asking me how many repeats, and there's 3 more holes, okay? All with the same tool. And when I push look, you're gonna see that now I've got 4 holes 1 inch apart. All right, so that's one way to use the sub-repeat. This is perfect if the holes are exactly the same, okay? Sometimes you might wanna change something in one of the values, then you would use copy. So here's how that would work. I'm gonna push return, and I'm gonna use the up arrow, which brings back that sub-repeat, and I'm going to delete that event. Now I'm going to go back into my subs, and I'm going to go to copy repeat. The questions are the same, but what it does are different. So I'm going to say that I'm going to do event 1 and only event 1. I've got my 1 inch offset for X, 0 offset for Y, 3 more holes, and I can change my feed rate if I need to, but in this case I'm not going to. So if you just push the set key, it's going to use 100% of the feed rate you had before. And then I'm still going to use tool number 1. So although this looks exactly the same, you're going to notice in here that now I'm on event 5, because it made in copy, it made every hole individual. So therefore, if I needed to change the Y dimension in one of them, I could do that without affecting the other. So that's the difference between repeats that are done with subs and repeats that are done with copies. This is going to be true with everything else I show you, so I'm going to leave these the way they are for right now and just move forward. So I'm going to go back into my subs, and I'm going to go into sub-rotate. And the way sub-rotate works is that first of all it asks, what are you rotating? So in this case I've got 4 events. So I'm going to go from event 1 to event 4. And the center of rotation I'm going to use is absolute 0 for X and Y. The rotation angle, I'm going to say, let's do this 90 degrees from where we are. And I can have as many times that I want to rotate 90 as I want, although realistically I can only have 3 or I end up where I started. So I'm just going to say 3. And when I push the look button, you're going to see that I have 4 rows of holes. So each one has the original hole, and then the 3 after it, and then the 4 at a 90, 180, 270. Okay? Next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back a little bit, right? So I'm going to go back to that sub-rotate, and I'm just going to delete it. And I'm going to show you by going back into the subs how to use mirror image. So if I was using mirror image, it would still ask me what am I mirroring. So that would be everything from event 1 to event 4. And then cutting order comes up and it says forward or backwards. In this particular case, that doesn't really mean anything because these are just drilled holes. But keep in mind that you might be mirroring something like a milling event or a pocket or something like that. And when I'm milling, I have to think about whether I'm climb milling or conventional milling. So if I make a mirror of something that I climb milled, the exact mirror will make you conventionally do the mirror. And so this gives you the option of going forward or backward so that you could have both be climb milled or both be conventionally cut. Again, in this case it doesn't pertain, so I'm just going to leave it on forward. Now it's asking me where is the axis I'm flipping over. So I'm going to say that I'm flipping over the y-axis, okay? And then it says what's the offset. So let's just say that this is 1 inch above. right? And so what you're going to see when I push look is that it flipped it over and put it on the opposite side. Do you see that? So here's my original 4 holes. There's my other 4 holes, okay? So the difference in the way that mirrors work is just by how you describe them, okay? You're always going to have an axis that you're flipping over from one side to the other, or from this side to this side, or it might even be that you're going from one corner to the opposite corner. So you can flip over X and Y and vice versa, okay? This should give you a pretty good idea on how those subroutines work. They can get a little bit more involved when you get into more tricky geometry, but the process works exactly the same. It's still going to be what events are you using, and then what are you doing with them? Are you repeating them? Are you rotating them? Or are you mirroring them? Okay? So other than that, that's really all you need to know about how to use the subs and copies. They're all underneath the sub button, but keep in mind that you have a lot of new features in there that you may not have had in an older control. Hopefully this gets you a little more information. You're able to use it. If you got questions, as always, reach out to me, reach out to your local track rep. That always helps. I'll see you in the next video, and as always, remember to keep on tracking.